Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's civilization time. Alright, so Polystralia here. We are finally starting to fill up our trade routes more and more, using the extra 2 from the capital. And we are also started building our road to connect Freeland to Jimboomba, and we're getting tired of calling this Jimboomba, so we're actually just going to rename it. Your name is now Floatstone City. Because it's descriptive, and because this tile has 10 floatstone, which is crazy. But I can't do that yet, so Daoming has declared war on the Slavs. Good for her. I'm a little bit worried about Slavic aggression, so if she wants to declare war on the Slavs, that is fine. She's down here. Yeah, okay. You go crazy. Why can I see this? This is like an aircraft that's stationed there. I don't know why it's showing me that. I do know that it's not very important because nobody can possibly have an aircraft that doesn't suck at this stage of the game. I don't know, you need like 4 or 5 affinity or something to get your first improvement to attack jet, and even then it won't be super strong. They only go up to about range 5. It's sad. I think they get bonus range. There's an upgrade you can choose to aircraft carriers, depending on your affinity, that might give them bonus range when launching from carriers. They don't go very far. I don't like the aircraft in this game. But I can start improving this xenomass, which is good. And this guy can go up here, and Floatstone City has got... It is getting a pretty decent amount of food again, despite working this no food tile. So that's pretty good, but... yeah, I think, given a choice, I could try and build a farm here. In 2 turns, the borders are going to expand to this fungus here, which would be nice, but I think instead I'm going to try and just keep the... oh, I can't move to that square, can I? Move. Okay, it'll let me pass through it, though, to get here and build the road, or I can go there and build the road. That's actually more direct. Good thinking, computer. You actually were right about something. Okay, so I built this. This extra convoy, I'm going to send... oh, no, this is the previous one that's going to Sarek. You guys know the route. You go back to Sarek. But this new one I built, you are going to go to Ranji over there and help it turn into a city faster. Okay. This worker is getting over there as fast as he can to start working on those puny tiles that it has access to yet. They're not much, but it's just a beginning. It will become an awesome city someday. Right. So you're going to move here and farm it up. Move there and fortify. I guess you could start actually exploring more, couldn't you? Although, it would be nice to have you down here when I do the Alien War to actually explore those things. I might just have to build new explorers for that. I can't imagine he's going to find anything that he can exploit, since we know that the Slavs have been going up and down the coast here. Yeah. There's not going to be anything they haven't found. Build road. Road is the one thing you can build outside of your territory. Good to know. Quest decision. This is for our Cyto nursery, of course. So we blah 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 did some stuff. We can either have plus 5% production to military units from Cyto nurseries. That's all military units. That's actually interesting. Or plus 1 production in general. Well, I'm going to build a lot more stuff in general than just military, so we're going to go with production. I really like production. He's really not going to find anything much up there. Maybe he should come back down. Yeah, I mostly talked myself out of it. I think I'm going to send him back down here, because eventually I'm going to want to explore those 2 sites once I start fighting aliens. And other exciting stuff like that. We only have 1 positive health, so we are going to run into some health problems when our new city actually gets going, but Building an auto plant, that's good. We have a decent amount of money, but it'd be nice to save that money for the new city, so that we can get it off the ground faster. Building something like recyclers there really helps to speed things up. Plus, I might want to buy some of these tiles. Because the actual...
Targowlia opiera nie na potrzebach, a na sprawiedliwości.
Open borders. I want you to be more friendly with me, so I'm going to do that. Also, you promised not to found any cities near me, although I'm sure that's going to wear off before the open borders does, so, yeah. We've discovered another station. Is this going to be a good thing or a bad thing? It's culture, production, and science. It's a pretty cool station, but, like, where the hell is it? Where are you, Shackleton? Oh, it's over there. Wow, they must have pretty good, like, billboards or something, and I could see them from way the hell over here. They're going to be trading with those guys a lot. It's interesting, you notice the amount of stuff you get from the trade routes wasn't all that great. It does go up. Like, as people trade with them, they upgrade to level 2, then level 3, increasing the amount that they give you every time. It looks like the station that was here just kind of died out, and the Franco-Iberians built a city there. And there's a new station there? What? No. Okay, that's the one where it died out. Which may let them build a colony here. Not quite founded yet, but it is a little bit encroachy on my territory. Maybe I should ask them not to plant cities near me. They might just say no, frankly. They've got, like, nowhere to go. I don't really want them building a city up there, though. Okay, so you roaded that. You rode this. Processing turns. Don't know how some of this stuff is going to work out. I don't know how bad it is to hurt my relations, to tell them to not found cities nearby. I also don't know how far that goes. Does it stop them from founding a city here? Probably not. I should actually send my explorer up there just to make sure there isn't a city there yet. I should almost found one there myself just to stop anyone else from doing it. Although they might do something dumb like plant a city in between. This tile gives 3 food and 3 energy unimproved. And we get, holy crud. That is one hell of a tile. Fiber on the river and fruit on the river. Apparently are excellent tiles. There's so much energy here. Silica is getting bonus science. Wow, so if I put a city around here, where would be good? This would get the silica, and it would also get that titanium. 2, 3. It's not fabulous stuff up here, though. If I ignored the silica, planting a city here would get that fiber. It would get this fruit fairly soon, actually. It would get more silica, tubers, and floatstone. Not like a ton of floatstone, but I do need floatstone, and it would get that copper. It would not get the algae, it would not be coastal. And I'd be worried that if I built a city up there that the computer might try and build a city in between. Do I want to try and expand that fast? A coastal city is good. It would get the algae. 1, 2, 3. Oh, building it there would not get the basalt, and if I built it on the tubers, it would kill the tubers. So that's not great. The best city site is probably actually here, even though it's not on the coast. Maybe I should try and do that and crowd her out before she crowds me out. I mean, I wanted a city down here, but he took it. Look at all that resin and tubers. That is a fantastic city. No wonder it's such a good trade route. But yeah, if I built a city here, it'd probably be in my interest because it would block off a lot of stuff. But I have to worry about the health consequences in the short term. We're going to keep the internal trade route to Flowstone City going, I think. I really like giving myself that extra production and food. Even though I get a lot more energy and research if I was going with the trade route to Liqueur. City is already up to a 10. It would still take 13. It's going to take 13 turns for a new citizen, but it's like a big city. I feel like it's a big city for this stage of the game anyhow. Help it grow faster with the vivarium. Thorium for more money. I should actually build more trade convoys and be shipping them off to I'll have the trade routes maxed here, but also send them out to my other cities. And the thing, when I get those two stopped fighting already. Ooh. When I get those auto plants done, there's a quest from the auto plants that will give me an extra trade route in any city with an auto plant, which I believe I'm going to take advantage of. Have 5 trade routes going in and out of my capital. It'll be sweet. So yeah, we're going to send him up and explore. Intrigue level in Freeland has increased. That's not good. That means that somebody is spying in there, and I can't do anything about it because I don't have computers yet. We may have to get some computers going. This city is almost ready to go. This is not the best. These are not the best tiles, but we'll work on this one anyway. I'm going to take a bunch of damage from miasma. While we do that, I'll live. Yeah, so there isn't a city up there yet. Get the road to there. I keep forgetting this is a hill. I'm going to be so happy when there's a road there, so I'm no longer getting that hill movement penalty. Better living through chemistry. So our Pharmalab has given us a choice. We can get +1 science from Pharmalabs, or +1 health from Pharmalabs. Even if I don't expand to that other city, I need the health way more, so we're going to go with the health. As much as I love science. Health, 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 health. Health is pretty hard to get. We're only at +3 now. We're going to be at about -1 when this city founds. Although then I can get more things because that's another city that can build all the health buildings. So it goes back and forth. Look at all those lovely trade routes. If I go a little farther in industry, then I can get 1 health for every 2 trade routes, I think it is. Yeah, one health for every 2 trade routes. Maybe I'd want to do that. The thing is, there are all these health things that are close to me, but I'm trying to spread out and get the military stuff, and they are not helping with that. Whoa, you are so close to dead. Oh my god. I mean, I knew that he would survive when I started it, but as close. But we now have that Xenomass working, so that's good. It's costing us 2 money, but it's giving us 1 billion more food to help Floatstone City grow faster. And we'll have an auto plant done any second now. Now that we have improved Xenomass, we could build the cloning plant, which will put +1 production on every Xenomass tile, and I do have 2 of them I'll have eventually here. As well as giving 2 food on its own. So that is cool. On the other hand, getting even more money going might be good. Plus, if I'm going to fight the aliens, I'm going to need more units. You know, rather than the thorium reactor, though, I can get more money from building another trade convoy. That'll give me research, too. So the trade convoys I should try and keep maxed out all the time. And then I'll build probably a cloning plant. I like it. We're going to save money for buying stuff in the new city, which is starting now. So I really need this city to expand fast. I think the Old Earth Relic is a higher priority here than it was in some of the other places. But we're going to go into the city and purchase... I really want to purchase a production building. Like the recycler will give me production and food and +1 production from internal city trade routes. That would be good because I'm going to send them a trade route anytime. The trade depot would also give me 2 production and would let me transfer some trade routes and get them started here. But I need the health. Everything is hard. Cyto nurseries now give me +1 production, +1 science, and +1 health. Or I could do the clinic for 1 science and 2 health. The clinic is a lot cheaper. I think I'm going to buy the clinic, to get me that health right away and some science. And then I'm going to try and save up and buy myself a recycler or a trade station or both. While it's going to take it a while to build the Gold Earth Relic. So we need a convoy heading there soon. We just built one. We're going to send that to Ranji. Ranji's going to need a new name too. I'll build a road on that hill so that you've watched me play. Every time I've moved a unit onto that hill, I've been like, what? Why did it stop? Every single time. So just for that, I should have built the road earlier anyway. Even though it was going to cost me 1 energy per turn, it might have been worth it to not be confused every time. Just that. There's an improvement on it. It just didn't look like a hill to me. But so we're doing that. We already bought something this turn. And it did neutralize our happiness problem momentarily. I could buy a tile near here. I don't think that'll actually help too much. It'll get to these things pretty quick. Although when this worker finishes, maybe I will buy the basalt. Because that's production. Oh, it's just all kinds of goodness. Yeah, we'll see. So this guy needs to heal up. Dude, you need healing. Let's go back this way. So actually, how long is it going to take to make that Old Earth Relic? Oh, it's only 3 turns now. With the production from the convoy. That is a big difference, eh? That initial convoy makes such a huge difference. Where's the purchase price on these things? It's $270 for a trade depot. I should be able to buy a trade depot fairly soon. Or whatever, we'll worry about that later. Ranji has grown. We're gonna change your name. Faraxite Coast. Yeah, you thought I was gonna go Faraxite City. But I am not as boring as that. I'm at least 10% less boring than that. But anyhow, move stacked unit, really. Oh, because I just built a trade convoy there, and you can't have 2 units of the same kind on a tile. You can have a military unit and a non-military unit. Even then, if they're embarked, you actually can't have them on the same tile anyway. So this can send an internal trade route to Firaxite Coast and give them an extra 4 food and 6 production, and I'd still be getting 1 food and 3 production here. So, I mean, I should probably be doing these other ones to foster foreign relations and get more science and stuff, but I love the internal trade routes. You're going to heal up again. This is the trade route that's been going to Ainsa. I can actually change it to Fidel and get even more science and energy, so we'll do that. Oh, you bastard! He's going to send a colony up there now. Oh my god.
Bonjour, mon ami.
Bonjour, mon ami. S'il vous
Qui
plaît.
n'étiez pas là?
S'il vous plaît. Don't build any more cities near us.
I think not.
I don't want to condemn her to start problems, but, like, seriously, I don't think you're a pushover. I think you're a pain in the ass. I don't think condemning her is going to help, though. I already hurt our foreign relations by saying that. By, like, trying it all. But, no, it's like, you jerk. You're going to make a horrible city somewhere. You're going to probably build it around here, which is even closer to me. Like, goddamn, it is so tempting to actually just start a war with her, like, capture that thing, if this guy wasn't out of movement. I may have to do... Oh, no, do we still have our friendship agreement? That's the problem. We have a cooperation agreement. Deal history. That doesn't show on there? Does Info Addicts show that? Factbook, global relations... Yeah, not much going on. I don't have any good way to see how long that cooperation agreement is going to last. It's really bad for my diplomacy around the entire world if I break that. But man, just taking that settler and turning it into a worker would be good.
Le commerce fonctionne quand on comprend l'autre.
I'd like to negotiate open borders, and you want me to pay you for it in exchange for a favor. How about no way in hell? Refuse. I believe it's the same word in French. Nous allons refuser d'aider dans votre quest de établir plus de villes trop... It takes too long for me to think of words. My French vocabulary is horrible. Build our cloning plant here, which will be good. But man, I want to kick her ass so hard. Really want to kick her ass and stop her from building that city there. And build my own city somewhere. But I don't know if I'm in a good position for that or not. But here's what Info Addict is really for. It's like World Fact Book. She is fourth in... So, first off, I am third... No, it says I have 3 cities. I am pretty far behind in number of cities. My military is going to be horrible. But what I really want to know is Franco-Iberia. She's first in number of cities. Unsurprising there, considering how rapidly she is spread out. She is 4th in military, so she's not going crazy on the military. Her science output is 3rd. Technologies discovered is only 5th. She's catching up because she has so many cities, but she has 2 affinity levels, so her ranged units are upgraded and mine are not. Man, I want to kick her ass. You can't build a city there. I don't suppose my cooperation agreement is worn out between turns.
Bonjour, mon ami.
Yeah. I think when I made the cooperation agreement with her, I still thought that she could expand in this direction, but she has chosen to be a pain in the rear. I hate you so much. Could build military units to try and fight, but it just seems so counterproductive. Boy, my energy production has gone way down. Maybe I should build a... It's because of all these improvements that cost money. That's really hurting it. So maybe I should build the thorium reactor. Cloning plant, though. +1 production from xenomass, +2 food. Let's build the thorium reactor. It's quick. This guy's healed up enough to be sort of useful again. He can go over and start upgrading that fungus. Everybody needs fungus. And, oh, you idiotic city. It really does... Okay, it does want to go get this xenomass, which would be good. It would cost 55 to get that tile, and then I don't know how much it would cost to get that one. I could just spend the money to get that xenomass now. I don't know where the city's going to go. It's probably not going to be in range of it, but... Yeah, Fidel is in range of the xenomass. Now, it's not in any risk of getting there soon, but I should probably do that and go upgrade it. That's not too horribly expensive. So, pretty soon my territory should join up here, which would prevent anyone from passing through that way. And with all these canyons here, it is pretty hard for her to go around me and get to the Slavic city, especially once this city grows in here. I should have this whole... My little strip of civilization should block everyone from passing through it, making my open borders more valuable, I guess, although I don't think that'll really matter. But now this guy can start heading up towards that xenomass. He's going to want to heal a little bit more, isn't he? Yeah, he better heal up before he goes over there, because there's miasma on that thing. And trade convoy. Freeland has no trade routes available, finally. That's what I was going for. I want to max them out. So, Floatstone City only has one trade route going. There are lots of trade routes available. Let's send this over to Floatstone City. I can't do the other one yet, because Faraxite Coast does not have a trade depot. Ugh. If I break a cooperation agreement, it's going to make it a lot harder to be peaceful for the whole rest of the game. I don't want her to have a city there, though. I don't really want to have, like, war with her, especially. Wars are inconvenient and costly. We'll just try and intimidate her. I'm pretty sure it's not going to work. Yeah, no. You dink. Your cities are all 3 apart. You're like a pestilence. Okay, culture developed. The health ones would be good. Health for trade routes, but I do need to start going towards the military here, and I will get my synergy bonus for that. Well, no, that's going to take a while, but I'll get the 10% production and energy in my capital soon, which will be good. I hate you so much. Yeah, that city really needs to be blown up. It would be a pity if something were to happen to your city. Jerk. Okay. So I could get more production by going to that Fort Barca place. I do want to have something trading with Fort Barca all the time so it doesn't go away. Because as long as it's there, it's stopping her from making even more dumbass cities. But we're going to go to Fidel and get their science, because we like science. The trade route is helping the other person a little bit, but it's helping me more. Okay, so we actually went too far in building these things, and I transferred the one over, but now there's no room for this one. So I'm going to have to wait and transfer it over to here when this city gets its trade depot. And we can make one in 3 turns, so let's do that. We're going to need some happiness. We'll probably want to buy a happiness building as soon as we can. Cyto Nursery is pretty good because it gives production as well. Although we're going to need more happiness soon. You are, again, in 1 turn you're going to have border growth. Hopefully I get that basalt. Unit requires orders. So we got our road connecting the 2 cities now. And we're spending 4 money on tile improvement maintenance. So I guess the roads are costing 1 for every 2. But and 19 energy from trade routes, 30 from output of all cities. I don't know if we've actually got the city connection. Have we? I'm confused. 14 from terrain, 70. Did it say I connected the cities or not? Road, road. No road there. No road there. I didn't build a road on this tile, so we don't have a connection yet. Whoops. That'd be an important detail. So you're going to have to wait until I get that trade station built at the other place, trade depot. Someone built master control. I knew the computer would build that. The computer really likes that wonder. It's a fairly cheap early wonder if you could rush to it. It gives +1 movement to your workers, which does help them to improve. It does usually help them to spend less time getting between jobs. It'll speed them up overall. So here, construct a quarry. Oh, it's not in my territory yet. We didn't grow the right direction. Awesome. We grew to the floatstone, which I understand, because it's a strategic resource, it's important, but you idiots, we need this more. So we're going to have to do that, even though it's going to slow down our buying of other things. Work on that quarry. It's going to give us a lot more production in that city. We still can't trade this to send this to the other city yet. We really need this road. Hate you so much. Gran Éxito is really gonna exit this planet at some point. Someday I will blow up that city. Maybe not soon, because it isn't necessarily helping me to do so, but someday I'm gonna blow up that city. Oh yes. It will be gone. And I maybe should actually build this coastal city, even though I don't like it as much as that location. Nowhere near as good, but it would stop her from building a city there. On the other hand, it would have her city in between. It would get blocked off from mine. That would not be good. I don't want to do that. Dao Ming has gotten into another war. She is apparently very warlike. She's almost as warlike as I talk. Alright, the auto plant. The auto plant can give +1 trade route for any city you have an auto plant, or +1 energy. One trade route is worth so much more than 1 energy. I don't know why you would ever choose that, but people have probably said that about some of my decisions backwards. So now this actually can establish a trade route instead of transferring to the other city because I have that much stuff going on. Now, it's just doing pure science with Sarek or Liqueur. It can go to Ainsa and get a little science and a whole bunch of energy. I think I'm actually going to send this one to Fort Barca and get the production. No, you know what? I might still actually want to transfer this one over to that. I'd like to get trading with the ARC, but I'd have to send a miasma satellite to clear out some of this stuff. Which I can do. I could actually send this back to Freeland and get them going with another one. But no, we're going to transfer it over there. They need it more. We finished our cloning plant. Did we? Or did I build something else? No, we didn't build the cloning plant. We built a trade route, I guess. So Vivarium would give us more food, more growth, would be, again, pretty hard on our happiness, our health. Cloning plant. The war with the bugs is going to come someday, but if I build the units early, I'm going to be paying more production for them. You know what? Since we have more trade space now, let's build another trade convoy. Trade. You just come back here and heal in our territory. And I should probably just send this to Ainsa and get that money coming in. And science. I get more science from Liqueur, but that's a lot less money. Get science from Sarek and not be giving it to the Franco-Iberians, because I'm much more likely to come into conflict with them, apparently, since they turned into freaky, fast-growing idiots. Oh, let's just send it to Ainsa. I shouldn't have. I think I spent a turn not doing anything with it, which is dumb. Or maybe that was still this turn. Whatever. Okay, Explorer, you're going to come back into the city and heal. Like, seriously, I should just crush your outpost. City connection established. There we go. Now we've got the connection between Floatstone City and Freeland, which is worth 8 money, and it's only costing half that much in tile maintenance. So it is actually pretty easy to make it worthwhile. The roads cost 1 per 2 tiles. I thought it was 1 every tile. 1 per 2 tiles of road, and you're getting 1 per tile, or, well, 1 per population or something. Population to the lowest. I don't know what it is. I'm getting twice as much money than it's costing me, though, so that's worthwhile. So maybe I should start building a road here, especially since this city has a little bit of size now. You heal up. Much better with that road there. And I guess build a farm on this place. And we should really finish because it looks like I didn't set my timer again. I'm incredibly bad at this. I have it all there is like it needed 1 more click and then it was going to go. But it's not. So we'll see if I start a war with the aliens or if I start a war with the Franco-Iberians. next time. Put the hammer down on that like button.
And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.